everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Heaven's Vault. Last episode, we made our way through Renba's dig site and happened to find what we was digging up. It was an enormous ship, way bigger than anything we've ever seen before. Way bigger than the Nightingale, certainly. There wasn't much down here, and we found evidence of another site, but we didn't find much clue about where it is. Either way, it's time for us to come out of this place. How old is the Nightingale, mistress? I'm not sure. Almost 1,500 years old, maybe. Perhaps. Let's go up. I'm coming back up. Mistress. I was invisible for that climb, apparently. Alright, we just need to put the plank back. Good as new. I'm not going back down there again. Well, let's move on. Really, mistress, the probability of collapse was steadily rising. Don't worry, we're leaving now. Hopefully he's still out there. Let's get back to the ship. Yazi, what are...
My head felt like it had been cracked open. I was not aboard the Nightingale.
By all the waters, did something fall
And
on
there was
me?
no sign of the robot.
Where am I? Low on oil. Makes sense. Everything's running out here. Voices. Coming from outside. It's simple. She has a ship. We need to leave. Empty now, these jars of grain. I've got to find 6. 6 has the hopper. Any way to light it? Looks like it needs a taper. I probably shouldn't burn the tent down anyway. 6 wouldn't like it. We can't just leave her here. The food is all but gone. The water, too. She's from Hijack. She has a robot. If I can come for you, someone will come for her. This is not good. Thank the waters they didn't tie my hands together. Alright, I've got what I wanted. Time to go. One last slice. They've gone. Bless the waters, Aaliyah, but you're in trouble now. They're going for the ship. The woman was living here. Renba, you left someone behind. There's something under this crate. It appears to be a ragged fragment of sailcloth. I would guess it dates from the early Empire. Looks like there's an embroidery in the seam. Perhaps not the best time, but okay. This one is a tattered fragment from an even longer phrase. We have travel, we have starlight, and we have a central word. I think starlight must be right. Yeah, I was sure of that, but... That's find? Travel beyond starlight? Or by starlight? As in via. We'll try that. Travel by starlight. A blessing for speed. Though it's hard to be sure. I think this comes from the same place as the dull crystal I found here earlier. This should help us work out where to look for the ancient site. But that's not all. There's something here. A sliver of a model carved from crystal. Looks like something from at least the earliest days of the Empire. On its back is an inscribed phrase. This is the start of a fragment of text. Let's see. Yeah, heart, maybe? We have your heart. In your heart. B. There we go. I can add my translation for your to my dictionary now. And heart must be right too. Never. That surely is never, because it's a symbol for time, but not time means never. Never be traitor? This is a new symbol I've never seen. So, never be traitor in your heart? This comes from the same source as the fragment of sailcloth and the dull crystal, I think. This new find should help us to locate the source. This should help us work out where to look for the ancient site. 6. Mistress. I trust your cranium is intact. 6, am I glad to see you. Indeed, mistress. Where were you? I was biding my time, mistress. But now I believe it has been bidden quite enough. If I may, I believe we should leave this moon swiftly. Have you done something to the nightingale? Nothing, mistress, but I do suggest we remove it. I will activate the hopper now. And so we left the camp and returned to the ship. We'll investigate more of these lines later. We returned to the ship and sprang up into the water. I think I can see them. I can see Yazi's limp. 6. What's been going on? It seems Yazi's friend was left behind by Renba on the moon when Renba left, mistress. He took advantage of your interest to bring the ship here with the intention of rescuing his friend. I can hopper down and retrieve them, mistress. Do you think they'll try to overpower me? Steal the ship? The man has only one functional arm, mistress. I would say the odds are even or better. All right. Go and get them. Well then, mistress. You came back for us. Of course I did. You would have come back for me. Of course. Or sent someone, in the end. What are we going to do with you? There is nowhere in the nebula for us. On Elbereth, we are slaves. I will have to return to the market. I am owned. There is a market moon called Renaki. You might be able to find work. Is it owned by Iox? It's not in the Protectorate. Iox is a moon of devils. You are from Elbereth. Renaki, then. 6, chart our course. At least you are safe, sire. No one is ever safe, Yazi. Yes, mistress. You know what? Fine by me. We've never been to this moon. A market moon? Holy crap, this is gonna be a long trip. Sure, alright. Oh, Huang told me about a trader who knew about the observatory. We can investigate that too, but let's make our trip there. This is gonna be a long run, but we'll get there. Onwards with the travel. Via the lower reach Nioxian space. Yeah, it's a bit of a trip, but we'll get there. There does seem to be something in the center here. Interesting.
The Renaka Reach is famous for smashing boats to splinters. The Renakans are said to make their boats from solid iron.
Here's what I don't understand about Renba 6. What makes a roboticist take up treasure hunting? What got him started? A robot mistress? I mean, one could argue that, yeah. We could pass control to 6, he'd take control until we passed by Iox. But I think this is fine. Yeah, we'll be passing by Maersi. In the Verdant Pass, I believe it was. How did Renba know that boat was buried down there? I don't know. He just walked out across the plain, stopped, and pointed down. And he said, "You dig here." And there it was. A shipwreck. I would guess it dates from ancient times, mistress. A charm made of gold. I wonder how long it's been there. It's incredible and ancient. And there's an inscription on the pendant. It's unbelievably small. There's a few words in this one. The word high twice. Goddess is not there. We have old. That's all I can think of. I could still change my mind, but high, old? There must be a change to one of them. Only one of them should be high. This comes from the same side as the crystal necklace shard and the battered telescope that we discovered on that ruins by the river. That implies people often travel to both of two places. Sire, Renba told me he was looking for an observatory. He found a boat. And what is an observatory? Renba didn't find anything except the boat. He found something inside the boat. An artifact. A telescope, I think. Once he found it, that was when he left. He barely even tied up the tent. I think he took something similar from a ruin near Maersi. That might have been a telescope. Perhaps he was collecting them. Well, we're passing by Iox. Interesting. That may be the case. Just go left shortly, mistress. That, or perhaps the stand there didn't originally have a telescope. Maybe he found the telescope so that he could use it on the stand. I mean, it's a theory. Who knows? We're in the Verdant Pass. Yep, there it is. You can tell from all the green. I do have to say, traveling through this place, it really is beautiful. Can you imagine living out here? On the one hand, this nebula is beautiful. All these clouds of dust, rivers winding through all of them. But on the other hand, only some of the islands can actually be lived on. The others, not really. But filled with all ruins, this would be a fascinating place to live. Especially if you have a ship that you can explore with. Just imagine. Though at the same time, it does seem like a lot of people have it hard. After all, not every rock has air or water. You kind of need that to live. There's a severe limitation on the kind of living people can do out here. Either branch? Yeah, let's take left. Alright, path straight ahead. We're entering the Silk Pass, a direction we have yet to go. Yeah, I do think that this would be a fascinating place to live, or visit, or something. Oh, I see ruins, but there's no reason to go out there. It doesn't seem to really be a way out, so we'll leave it be. Who knows, maybe there's, something in there. A site? No reason to go there. Imagine the explorers who first traveled this place. You will need to turn right ahead, mistress. Ah, there's a set of ruins. Another shipwreck to investigate. A wreck. It is a shipwreck from the earliest days of the nebula, mistress. This should only take a few moments. I found a book. Just lying out there. The inside cover has been marked, mistress. Oof, that's a lot of words. The end of a longer line of text. Okay, let's see. This... We've got through... Oh boy. Ah, this book. Okay! Another long one, but I'm sure it translates as through. This book... We have a direction, we have a location... And this book came through... Came or sat? I feel like sat would have an X in there. This book came through... Okay, we have great here. Wind, light... Nebula? This book came through Nebula. We have the light here, we have the movement. Let's try Nebula. This book came through Nebula. That will do for now. I'll look at it again later. I'd guess that this comes from the same site as the charm, and the crystal necklace shard. This should help us locate a moon further out than any we had before. Ignore the next branch, mistress. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Holy crap! Well, that's something new and unexpected. Okay, then. Who knows what that is? At least we have evidence of something that's really far out. Oh boy! Water's above. Oh! Oh, here we go again! We're not through it yet. The Renaki Reach. Okay. Just about to Renaki. Let's hop it down, 6. Avoid some notice. Alright. Renaki, a market moon. Perhaps Yazi and Saya can be happy here. Welcome to Renaki. Mycus, I didn't know there were places like this. I had heard, but... Yazi... They are looking at us. Don't worry about them. They'll get used to you quickly enough. So, what should we do? Talk to people. There's water enough here. People here will need cleaners, housekeepers, even gardeners. This is a hard thing you ask. Ioxian, had we stolen your boat, we would have sailed forever and never found this place. Good faith to you. I hope you can make it a home. Take care of yourselves. What are you looking at, Yazi? You two. Look at you. You could be sisters. What makes you say that? Can't you see it? Something around the eyes, and steel inside them. Do you think so? Don't you go falling in love with an Ioxian, Yazi, or I'll break your other arm. I grew up in an orphanage on Elbereth. I never knew my parents. If they were my parents, then you were better off without them. Are your parents still alive on Elbereth? I wouldn't care if they were. You're better off as you are, Aaliyah. Don't go chasing ghosts. You might find them. Good faith to you. I had a few days to pocket the treasures the Ioxian wretch left behind. They should be enough. Come on, Yazi. And hold up your head. Now let's
We
see if
snuck
can
out of
find
the
us a
alley mouth
bargain.
into a bustling street.
Any sign of ruins on this moon? No, mistress. This moon appears well inhabited. Nothing here is old.
Hawkers shouted each other down about their wares.
Well then, let me take a look at these. Oh, we have a few solvable inscriptions. Okay, we have travel by starlight on the sailcloth. The wooden spar, we have winds of starlight. Interesting. And carved into the minecart, we have find God in work. Interesting. Okay. There's still a whole bunch of things that we don't necessarily know what are. Okay. Can we figure out the winch frame now, out of curiosity? I don't think we can. No, I don't believe so. We don't have enough for that. We'll come back to these sometime in the future. Right now, amethyst plums! What sort of place is this? It seems rich for a moon mistress. Well, I think we'll investigate Renaki in the next episode, because this one has gone on quite long enough, I think. Next episode, Renaki will be investigated. Maybe we'll find that guy who can tell us about the observatory. And we stumbled upon a random artifact that told us about something that could be somewhere. There is a huge area to explore, but there is no way to even get to it now that I think about it. Well, I mean, it encompasses like half of the nebula. Half of the explored nebula, anyway. Nowhere in Myersi, Elbreth, or Iox. You're near Renaki. Maybe, but really, we have no idea. Very interesting. Who knows where it could be? We've got the Withering Palace and Ancient Site, but it looks like this pre-Empire site over here. Most notably Tappy's Metal Sphere. Sundial on the Garden Moon. Okay, we could definitely find that site if we decided to go there, which we may eventually do. But for now, we have Renaki to explore. But that'll be in the next episode. So, until then, I am Chester44. That is Ayani and 6. This has been a Let's Play of Heaven's Vault. And I shall see you all next time.